In short, the battery light circuit sends the initial voltage to the alternator's voltage regulator. This initial 12 volts is needed to allow the alternator to start charging. It also completes the circuit for the battery warning light. The light is in line with this wire. So, with key on, engine not running, the battery light should illuminate on the dash, which indicates this part of the circuit is working correctly. Once the engine is started and the alternator starts charging, the battery light should go off. Failure of the light to turn off indicates a fault in the charging system. It could be as simple as a broken belt preventing the alternator from spinning, therefore not allowing the alternator to charge, or an alternator itself that has failed. Let's take a deeper look at the alternator and its wiring.
Welcome back to Easy Auto Repairs. If you're new here, this channel is all about helping you save money by showing you how to tackle simple car repairs yourself. Stick around and let's get started.
So, what is the purpose of the alternator? The alternator supplies the vehicle with power once the engine is running, and it keeps the battery properly charged. Let's take a look at the function of each component inside the alternator. Here is an exploded view of a typical alternator. Look at each component and notice its location. The case is made of cast aluminum. It has ventilation holes for cooling, holds all internal components in place, and supplies the ground for the charging circuit. The rotor is the alternator's rotating magnetic field. It's mounted on the pulley shaft assembly so that when the engine turns the pulley, the rotor spins inside the stator windings, inducing the electrical current. The stator consists of fixed windings that surround the rotor. It produces AC voltage as the rotor spins. The rectifier converts the AC voltage from the stator into DC voltage for the vehicle, includes positive and negative diodes, and the stud for the battery positive cable. The internal voltage regulator monitors system voltage and controls field current to the rotor, keeps output voltage around 13.5 to 14.8 volts. It's also built into the alternator, not mounted externally. The brushes ride on slip rings to supply current to the rotor windings. It also allows the voltage regulator to energize the rotor field. On this example, I show a Ford 3G 4-wire alternator. The 3G stands for third generation. You have the A terminal, battery sense wire, feeds regulator. You have the S terminal, it gives stator feedback to the regulator. You have the I terminal, this is the ignition exciter wire. It triggers charging when key is on. The battery warning light is part of the exciter circuit, usually connected to the L terminal of a 3-wire alternator. Here's how it works. When the key is in the on position, the battery light on the dash illuminates. The light gets 12 volts from the ignition switch on one side, and the other side of the light connects to the alternator's field terminal. When the alternator isn't charging, the field terminal acts as a ground, completing the circuit, and the battery light turns on. When the alternator starts charging, the voltage on both sides of the light is equal, and the battery light on the dash turns off. Last but not least is the battery B+ terminal. This is where the large cable connects to the alternator's output connection on one end and the battery on the other end. This battery B+ terminal is what supplies the vehicle with the electrical power to run all accessories and keep the battery properly charged. Thanks for watching, and I hope this video helped.